Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today for us is Friday and I'm kind of kicking off like a weekend vlog. I know I've been sharing a lot on the channel about how Josh and I have started meal prepping together, and it's been a big change for us in regards to like family life, both how we're eating, what we're eating, the amount of time we've had as well, because there's so much less to clean up day to day with a lot of our meals pre-cooked and planned. But we've only been meal prepping from Monday through Thursday, which are our busiest days of the week. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're still tracking all of our food in the MyFitnessPal and sticking to our goals. We're just doing it more meal by meal and kind of planning ahead just in a little bit, but not necessarily prepping anything ahead of time. So this morning, one of my go-to breakfasts has been these egg quesadillas, tacos. I've already shown step-by-step how to make them on the channel. I'll link that video in the iCard above, but it's basically like scrambled eggs. I used some pico de gallo inside this morning for some extra flavor, a little bit of cheese, all wrapped up in a delicious butter tortilla. And I have a mandarin orange on the side. Also, yes, I know it's only August, but pumpkin iced coffee has hit the stores, and it has been maybe at least 2 years since I bought some of the Stoke creamed pumpkin coffee. This stuff is so good. It's only 150 calories for one 12-ounce serving. So Nora New is here with me. She's having some eggs as well this morning. But I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and kick off today's video, and I'm just gonna share little bits and pieces of our weekend with you guys. So it is lunchtime. I actually had one of my pasta salad meal preps left that we showed in the last meal prep video, and I will say this is a meal that we had planned on eating one serving of each day, Monday through Thursday of this week. Josh had lunch provided to him yesterday, so he didn't take one with him, so we had one left over. I have been getting a little bit sick of pasta salad. It just didn't sound appealing to me, but I was like, we have one left. I should just eat it, not let it go to waste. So what I decided to do was I had some leftover roasted squash that we had prepped for our steak meal prep last week. I tossed it in with the pasta salad, added a little bit of a spray of some avocado oil, a little extra salt, and I popped it in the microwave and I heated it up, and now I'm eating it as just like a warm pasta dish. This pasta salad was pasta noodles. We did like some twirly like rotini ones, some sauteed chicken breast, and then we had onions, red bell pepper, corn, and cannellini beans, and then it just had feta on it. So it was a pretty simple pasta dish, and one where all the components worked to be heated up as well. So even though it's the same dish, eating it warm kind of makes it feel like a little bit of a different lunch today. But anyway, I'm eating lunch. I'm actually working on my computer. I'm editing a video. Nora is down for a nap. We've just had like a chill morning. She's been playing and coloring and crafting, and we have started doing preschool videos with her. I did them with Lila when she was around this age too. We love Miss Monica on YouTube. She does children's circle time videos, and they're all like 20 minutes long. She has like a letter of the week, a shape of the week, a number of the week. They talk about the weather and the days of the week and super basic little circle time preschool stuff. But I started them with Lila when the pandemic was going on and we weren't getting a lot of other like kid socialization, and we didn't have her enrolled in any sort of like kiddie classes. So I'm just starting the process with Nora now, just as like a little introduction to some of those things, and she seems to like it. She's really engaged with it. We do songs, and then usually I'll take whatever some of the themes are for that week and make them into some crafts or activities that her and I can do throughout the week together. So we only do that like maybe 2 days a week, and then we'll spread those crafts and activities out throughout the week too. So like they talked about rainbows this week, and we did a little craft and a little science experiment. So that was a lot of fun. But anyway, so that's what we've been up to this morning. Now I'm just trying to get some work done while she's sleeping and have my lunch. It has been kind of a crazy week. If you hadn't noticed how quiet it is right now with Nora down for nap, Lila started school this week. She officially started first grade. So she's gone at school. Life has been a little bit nuts getting back to that schedule. The meal preps have actually been a huge help in just like minimizing the other stuff that I needed to do in the kitchen all week. She's loving it so far. She loves her new teacher, but we are all ready for the weekend. So I think we're gonna try and do family movie night with them tonight, and then Josh and I will do a little date night dinner at home. For our date night dinner, Josh and I tried the sesame chicken from H-E-B, but as an honest review for you guys, we wouldn't purchase it again. All of the breading on the chicken got soggy from the sauce and ended up falling off, and it just wasn't great. Definitely not as good as the like Trader Joe's orange chicken. So there you go. We just had it with some plain jasmine rice and some steamed broccoli.
We ate it. It was definitely edible, but it just wasn't our favorite, so I probably wouldn't recommend.
Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday here for us. I've already been very busy this morning. I got up and headed over to H-E-B because we are headed to one of Josh's coworkers' house for a cookout and pool party, but I had to bring a side dish to share at the cookout, so I picked up some watermelon to make a watermelon feta salad. I also picked up some other odds and ends I needed just to get us through the weekend. More fruit, always, because the kids have gone through all the fruit I bought for the last week. I also got some bread because I think we're just gonna keep it simple and do like BLT sandwiches tonight because it might be later by the time we get home from the cookout. And we may not want a lot to eat if we're, you know, doing the party eating thing. Josh and I, we're not gonna be measuring anything today. We're just gonna be mindful about our portions and try to stay on track and make healthy choices. That's kind of always how I've handled parties or holidays while I've been on a weight loss journey. So we're not eating and not going to a party just because we're on a health journey, but I am trying to bring a relatively healthy side dish. So I'm gonna get all that prepped and then we're gonna get ready to go. Which one, you want a watermelon?
Yes.
Taste test. What do you think? And this one has arrived for the watermelon. Are you a dinosaur? Do dinosaurs like watermelon?
We are gonna have plenty of watermelon left over for some fruit this week. So part of it I went ahead and put in a container for the refrigerator, and then the rest I'm making into this watermelon feta salad. This is an easy side dish to bring for any summer gathering. It's fresh, sweet, tangy, and delicious. I have cubed up watermelon, and then I used about 2/3 of the package of this crumbled feta cheese, a large bunch of fresh basil leaves that I sliced into thin little ribbons and sprinkled all over the salad. And then I finish it off with a drizzle of balsamic glaze. I'll give it a toss right before we serve it to everyone. Our hosts are making some smoked pulled pork, so this is a great side dish with pulled pork sandwiches.
This isn't necessarily a kid party. I think Josh and I are the only ones who are going to be there that have little kids. Obviously, they were welcome. They're so excited to see them, but I did just bring some peanut butter jelly sandwiches and some goldfish, have their waters filled. So that way the kids will have something they can eat for lunch while we're there, because we're gonna be there most of the afternoon. This doesn't even include the 2 pool bags Josh already brought to the car, the kids, and the floaties. So one day we'll be able to leave the house without a million bags, but until that day, we're enjoying little kid life. Off to pool party.
We got back from the party pretty late in the afternoon, and the girls were asking to make some frozen yogurt in our Ninja Creami. However, I was an unprepared mom and I hadn't prepped any ice cream or frozen yogurt for our freezer that we will blend up in our Ninja Creami. I told them we would do it this weekend, but they may have to wait till tomorrow, because once you mix the base, you have to let them freeze for at least overnight, if not 24 hours. But I didn't want to forget, so I went ahead and mixed up a couple different bases. I made a protein chocolate ice cream for Josh and I. Then I'm also making a pistachio flavored frozen yogurt. For my frozen yogurt bases, I like to do 1 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt to 1 cup of 2% milk. Then I use 2 tablespoons of this pistachio flavored sugar-free Jell-O pudding mix. For that extra nutty flavor, I add 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. These both get mixed up super well, and then you just pop the lids on and stick them in the freezer, and later this weekend we will blend up some either protein ice cream or Fro Yo. We had a blast at our party this afternoon, but we definitely stuck with our plan for going with a simple and fast dinner for the family before we got cleaned up and headed to bed for the evening. So some bacon sandwiches, as the girls call them. They're BLTs, but I had no tomato at home.
Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Sunday. Family and I have just been having kind of a chill morning. I've been doing laundry. I worked on some editing. Josh got the lawn mowed. Girls been playing all morning, but they are ravenous and hungry. It's time to make some lunch for the whole fam.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane.
Good girl, Mouse. Hi. You got your Barbie?
My brush.
Oh, a brush for your Barbie. Nice. Lunch is almost ready.
You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for your baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep.
Well, your wrap stayed together. Mine's kind of a broken mess. How is it? Pretty good? Well, it has the same thing as me, just no onion. Family favorite. Wah wah. Mine looks a little sad. Sometimes these wraps can get dried out in the fridge and then they break a little bit, but if you wipe a little bit of water on them and pop them in the microwave for about 10 seconds before you add everything and wrap it up, that usually helps. I just skipped that step today. And Nora, you just had your chicken without a wrap, huh? You had everything we had just all on the side. Is it good?
Yeah, I want a wrap.
You want a wrap? Last time we gave you a wrap, you dumped everything out of the wrap and just ate it separate. That's okay. Lunch is all cleaned up. Nora's down napping. Lila's watching a movie in the playroom. Josh is laying down on the bed. I'm laying down on the couch. This is the reminder that it's okay to take rest time on the weekend. It's this household quiet time. And the quiet is lovely. It's creamy time. We are doing our pistachio frozen yogurt for a little dessert tonight. So it is frozen. I made it yesterday afternoon. So you just pop that in there. Click the lid on. I guess I should turn it on. I'm going to turn this to frozen yogurt setting. Well, a change of events. Our Creami started smoking halfway through using it. Yeah, so somehow the blade fell out. Maybe it wasn't in there fully, or I don't know, but the blade fell out while it was running and it literally started smoking. So I'm going to be attempting to return that at Costco. We've only had it for a couple months, but I'm so bummed. We use that thing like multiple times a week. We've loved our Ninja Creami, so I'm hoping it was just like a malfunction. No Fro Yo tonight, but I did the other night make, you know, the cheesecake I shared with you guys last week, and this time I mixed it up and I did a chocolate cheesecake. So I just mixed in some unsweetened cocoa powder and I used the chocolate fudge sugar-free Jell-O pudding mix instead of the regular cheesecake one. So I'll put the breakdown for this recipe in the description box, but we're gonna have our little dessert. But I realized when I was making dessert and getting everything together that Josh and I haven't given you guys our quick review of how our meal preps went last week. So this is gonna be a speed round review because we have dessert in front of us and Josh will not be patient for forever. Okay, so breakfast. We did our sausage McGriddle muffin cups.
Yeah, those were good.
Those
like
are a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Those were a great, easy, fast breakfast to grab and go in the morning. They packed a good amount of protein. They were tasty. They were savory and sweet at the same time, which I liked because I'm not an overly sweet breakfast kind of person. You like a sweet breakfast.
I do. And they were just sweet enough that it like checked the box.
Yeah, and we just heated them up in the microwave, which was super easy. And then we had like a tablespoon or two of maple syrup that we would dip them in. The girls really liked them too. That is something I will keep doubling the recipe every time we make them because they like nom nom. They went very fast out of our house. All right, so lunches was our pasta salad.
Yeah, that was another good one.
I liked the pasta salad. I shared it with you guys on Friday. I had the last one because there was one day you skipped bringing one to work because they provided you with lunch one day. And the flexibility to be able to heat it up and do it as a hot pasta and as a pasta salad was really nice. It gave just enough of a mix up that I didn't get sick of it eating it all week long. And I liked that we kept the dressing on the side so you weren't like wasting the calories of all the dressing that soaks in and then it's too dry and you add more.
Dressing on mine in the morning, but just like blobbing it on top and then putting it in the fridge at work.
Right.
And then not mixing it until I went to eat it, and that seemed to work out really well with not having the dressing like absorb.
We did 2 different dinner recipes that we alternated between. We had one win and one not so hot.
Fail.
Yeah. The queso chicken over crispy potatoes,
10 out of
win.
10.
That one was a win. That one was so good. And it was like really satisfying, which I feel like is a funny thing to say, but when you're on like a calorie deficit, you sometimes crave like those hearty meals that are just gonna make you feel full sometimes. And that one was really good. It was cheesy, potatoey, but a lot of the protein came from cottage cheese in the queso, which was amazing. We used pre-cooked chopped rotisserie chicken, so it was a really easy meal prep to throw together. Any other thoughts on queso chicken?
No, we'll make that one again for sure.
Yeah, and soon. It was really good. So that leaves the one that we would not make again. And I don't know if it was just how we cooked it or what, but the steak and veggie bowls just were not a win for us.
No, the steak did not reheat well.
We tried so hard.
We cooked it too rare. I tried to leave it a little bit rarer than we would normally eat so that when we reheated it, it wasn't overcooked. But I don't know.
It just had this weird like microwaved steak flavor.
Yeah, it was gross.
To be honest, we didn't eat after we had the first one and we're like trying to smile our way through it like, woohoo, meal prep, look, so good. And then I think we both realized we were both like kind of picking around at it and I'm like, is this not good? Is this one a fail? And he was like, yeah, I don't really want to eat this. So we tossed the second one. But I was able to reuse some of the veggies. I added the extra veggie from there instead of tossing, because the squash was great. The squash and zucchini, the roasted veggies tasted really good, even reheated. It was just the steak itself. It was kind of flavorless and just had a weird rubbery microwavy taste. But I popped those veggies into my pasta salad and beefed it up with some extra veggie the next day. So there's that. So anyway, that's our little review. Oh, and then the desserts we kind of talked to you guys about throughout the week. Protein ice cream and Fro Yos are always great. Obviously, there's gonna be a problem if we don't get our Creami replaced since we just burnt it up. And then these cheesecakes, also a great little thing to be able to quickly whip up. So anyway, yeah, that was our meal preps from last week and how we liked them. We're still gonna keep continuing meal prep. Meal prep's gonna look a little different this coming week and I'll talk about that in the next video when I share it with y'all. So thanks so much for watching today's video. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss out on our next one. And until then, bye.
I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump. Oh, what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.